The Whispering House. Anna had always loved old houses, the charm of crumbling walls, creaky floors, and the thought that somewhere in the past someone once lived there fascinated her. So when she found an ad for a cheap old mansion on the outskirts of town, she didn't hesitate. The house had been abandoned for years, but the price was too good to ignore. Upon her arrival, the mansion was even more imposing than she imagined. Its stone walls were covered in ivy, and the windows, though shattered, gave the house an eerie, forgotten feel. But despite its spooky exterior, Anna felt strangely drawn to it. She decided to make it her new home. The first few days were uneventful, with Anna settling in and unpacking her things. But soon after, she started noticing strange occurrences. At night, she would hear soft whispers, barely audible, coming from the walls. At first, she thought it was the wind or the old pipes, but the whispers grew louder with each passing night. One evening, as Anna was reading in the living room, she heard a distinct voice call her name from the hallway. "Anna, come closer." The voice was low and soothing, but there was something unsettling about it. It didn't sound like it came from anywhere near, yet it was so real, so close. Curious, Anna stood up and walked toward the voice. The hallway was cold, the air thick with a damp chill. The whispers seemed to follow her, growing louder the further she walked. At the end of the hallway was a door she had never noticed before. It was small, wooden, and tucked away in the farthest corner of the house. The door was ajar, and beyond it, a faint glow beckoned her. Against her better judgment, Anna stepped inside. The room was small, dimly lit by a flickering candle on a dusty table. There, in the center, was a mirror, its surface covered in grime. But as she approached it, Anna's breath caught in her throat. In the mirror was her reflection, but not the one she knew. Her face was distorted, her eyes hollow, and her smile twisted into something sinister. It was her, but it wasn't. The reflection moved on its own, grinning at her, mimicking her every move with a strange delay. Suddenly, the whispering grew louder until it was deafening. "Leave now. Leave before it's too late." Anna's heart raced as she turned to run, but the door slammed shut with a violent bang. She tried to open it, but it was locked tight. The reflection in the mirror began to reach out towards her, its fingers stretching unnaturally. Panic surged through Anna as she searched for another way out, but the room seemed to twist and change before her eyes. The walls seemed to close in on her, and the whispers were everywhere. The house was alive, breathing with her. As she turned in circles, trying to make sense of what was happening, Anna heard a new voice. It wasn't the whispers. It was clear, loud, and full of malice. "You shouldn't have come." The door opened suddenly. Anna dashed out of the room, but as she turned back, she saw the door slowly close on its own. She didn't stop running until she reached the front door, but when she opened it, she found herself back in the hallway, standing in front of the same locked door. She wasn't leaving the house. The house had claimed her, and now it was part of her, whispering forever.